Good morning. So officially we are going to check everything out. It is chilly. We have 2 more days with the grandpups and then they go home. We take them home Friday night. So we are going to go take a look at everything because we're still watching to see how we recovered from the storm. Not the storm, but the big freeze. And I'm going to take a look quickly and then get inside and be on my way. But I'm so glad you're here, and let's get this week started in the garden. This is the morning right now. We've got grandpups and pups. All right, let's open the door. Yes. Leo quickly coming in to check his greenhouse. Yes. All right, we are at 39.8 degrees in the greenhouse. It is really rather chilly. Really chilly. Is everything okay? You checking it? Yeah? I'm telling you, he checks these flowers every morning. I absolutely love it. Talk about a gardening dog. This is my gardening buddy for sure. I have a lot to put up. We have no rain on the forecast, so I left my wheelbarrow out because I have to finish my anemones and plant those in the beds. So I'm going to leave that out, and then I ran out of time last night and I've got to get my husband to help me fold this tonight. So we're going to do that. So that is why that is there. But I have to say, we are looking really good. Even the snapdragons are standing up. I might have lost this one, but we are not pulling it until we really give it some time. But she might have just been too weak to begin with, but everyone else is looking really good. And talk about the benefits of snipping your snaps. She is doing amazing compared to getting tall, so that is something I will always do. Hi, Koa. Are you playing? You are such a big bear. The sweetest, most tender bear. He's having a blast. That's everything. It looks like it's doing really good. So I hope you have a great day, and I will pop back on and see you later on. Hey everybody, so it is the evening and I stuck my probe in several of my beds and they are showing dry, not even normal, dry. So I need to water. I was hoping to not have to tonight, but we're gonna need to do it. So let's turn on the garden lights and water the garden. Okay, everything is watered. The greenhouse is closed for the night. The lights are off and the lanterns are on. I love this, and I'm getting my neighbor one of these for Christmas because she was just sharing with me how much she loves to step on her back porch and see these glowing at night when she lets her dog out. Hello. When she lets her dog out, and speaking of dogs, and I love that she said, your garden brings me so much happiness. So I'm definitely getting her one of these, but isn't that gorgeous? All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the greenhouse. Tonight on the list, we have got to immediately plant our anemones. They are upstairs in the inside refrigerator, and they are already, not only have their roots sprouted, but out of nowhere they have little shoots coming up. And I'm like, no. So tonight we're going to immediately plant those. But all right, so I'll see you tonight when we start planting our anemones. I think they're going to be fantastic and beautiful. I'm going to walk through the garden, take a look, and have a great day. See you tonight. Look at how amazing this bed looks. I cannot get over it. Especially the one in the center. Amazing. Hi everybody, so we are racing against the clock when it comes to the sun. The sun is going down quickly and we need to get outside and plant our anemones because they are, not only have they developed their roots, but they are sprouting little green shoots, and we cannot have that. So you can see here, we can't have that. So we're gonna go get these in the ground, and then we're taking the grandpups home. So we're gonna do this quickly. We are working against the clock, like I mentioned, because the sun is going down. I cannot believe, I mean, look at how this is sprouted. These are amazing. They did a really good job. So I'm gonna go through here and stay as clean as possible because we need to hit the road. And it's one of those moments. So let me go through here, pick out all of our little anemones, and then we will go put them in the ground because see, we don't want them to actually sprout. So we're gonna have to be really careful when we plant that. We'll get these in the ground. Okay, we have 20 of the anemone Galilee, so let's go get these in the ground. Okay, I am supposed to be able to comfortably get, let's see. This is a 2 by 2 by 1 foot round bed, and I can get 36 if I did 4-inch spacing. I can do 16 if I do a 6-inch spacing. I have 19, so I'm gonna make all 19 fit in here. I have to be honest, I've never done speed racing gardening before, but when I saw that they had those sprouts, I was like, yikes, we've got to get in the ground. So luckily I had already filled this bed. I'm going to space them. Okay, this is going to be a mixture of our anemones and ranunculus that were left over, and I think they're just going to be beautiful all together. We are really fighting against time. This is our last one for tonight though. Last item for tonight is we need to get everything watered in, and then we'll be set. And it looks brighter on here, but it is getting dark. That is it. I am so glad I was able to get that done. I'm gonna go clean up, and then we're gonna pack up the pups and take them home. It's been so much fun having them here, but it's time for them to go home and for my two to get back to feeling like they're the only babies of the house. So I will see you tomorrow. And on a side note, I'll move my wheelbarrow tomorrow, but can you imagine how beautiful that is going to be with ranunculus? That's going to be the peach salmon. That's going to be the Italian, they're like a pink color. That's going to be the anemones, and then that's the mixture. And then over there, the very first one is the alliums and the ixias, and that one is going to be ranunculus that will be here soon. So it's just going to be absolutely stunning. Good morning, everybody. So I'm excited. I just had an order come in. It came in while we were gone yesterday, and the puppies are back home, and now it's just Leo and Lily, and I will say they do seem to like it just being the two of them. It's nice and quiet and calm. So but we do miss the babies already, the sweet Koa and Kiwi, because they're so sweet and so lovable. And that Koa, all 109 pounds of him, is the biggest, softest teddy bear. Like, he just he's so gentle, and Kiwi just has this young 10-month energy to her. So I had some seeds come in, and I wanted to share them with you. I have from Florette, She is like a role model. I absolutely love her. I've watched her series, season 1 and season 2 on Discovery Plus. I think there might be some other channels. I've subscribed to her blog and her newsletter. I follow her on Instagram. I literally have the settings so I know when she posts something new. She's so inspiring to me. So I have some Dahlia Seeds coming from her, but I also wanted to try some Dahlia Seeds from Eden, and so that's what came in, and Eden Brothers, and so I have these right here. I ordered the Dahlia Seeds Figaro White, and so this is a look together, and then the other one is the Dahlia Early Bird mix. Look at that color. How pretty is that? And so this is called the Pink Star Tulip. Look at how pretty that is. Let's see, is it? Yes. And then here she is holding a big batch. So they had those marked down to $8.95 for I think a pack of 10. So I was really excited about that. The tulips are here. So tonight we will prep these in their bags and get those in the refrigerator. And then when the Ranunculus get here, I'll do the whole step of taking my tinfoil trays and getting those ready. But I do have a little bit of a mess to clean up tonight, but we'll be using these items. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'm really excited to get these in the garden. Now these we will not start planting until the first week of January. So, and that's when I'm really excited to use my Vego Garden little canisters to do my flowers in and put it inside. That's going to be great. So, all right, I'll see you tonight. A couple of favorite spots in my yard, but these trees, as much as they drive me crazy dropping their acorn roots into my garden, I also take in the beauty of them, and the way the sun glistens through there just makes my day. I don't think I would want to get rid of those trees, even though they're not mine. I love that look. I'd pick all the acorns in the world to keep the sun glistening in like that. It's just stunning. Look at that. What a view. Hi everybody, it's Friday night. Yay! Pure happiness. So I am just picking up a little bit because I've had this whole ranunculus project going on, and that's been a lot. But what we're going to do tonight is not much at all, because I'm going to start the weekend and just take it easy tonight. A lot of times I come out on Friday nights and get a lot done in the garden, but tonight it's one of those nights where I want to go in and heat up some delicious food and take a nice hot shower, curl up on the couch, and find some good movies to watch with my husband. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But the first thing on the list is kind of one of the only things to do is I'm going to package up these bulbs, and this is the Pink Star tulip bulbs. I'm almost thinking I can leave them in this little bag and then put them in the brown paper bag. So because they have the ventilated holes, I'm just going to do that. Okay, we're just getting this picked up, and let's see what other projects we might have before we call it an end to tonight. The greenhouse is clean overall, considering this is going inside with me. You know, I just have to say thank you so much for being here during this slower time of the garden when there's not a lot of excitement, but the stuff that is going to be coming is just going to blow your mind. We're going to have so many tomatoes and peppers and all the recipes I'm going to be able to share with you. The flowers are going to be unbelievable, from the dahlias to the straw flowers to the snapdragons to the zinnias to the, what else do we have? The ranunculus, the lithianthus. We're going to be making bouquets that are just over the top. There's just going to be so much magic happening, especially the spring and summer. But then we still have the fall, the winter garden to go through with the broccoli and the cauliflower and the cabbage. So I'm so thankful you've been here while it's been a little slower. But when we're picking those beautiful harvest baskets this spring, it's going to be pretty amazing. So stay tuned for that. But I think that's all we're going to do tonight. I'm going to kind of call it a night, go inside and take it easy so that I'm nice and refreshed for tomorrow. Good morning. We are starting our dining room refresh today, and I am so excited. So the walls are going to be painted this color, which will match the kitchen. So that's going to be a big difference. It's going to be really light and bright. The lamps are going to be taken out, and this picture is going to be gone. That picture is going to be gone. We're going to have new drapes. I just think it's going to look fantastic. So I'll show you the artwork that's going up and the new drapes. Oh, and the lamps are going to be gone because there's going to be 2 sconces that are going to hang on the wall instead. And I just think that's going to really give it a nice refresh and a really good look. The coffee bar area is going to stay, but these 2 coffee machines, the Nespresso, when we have the walk-in pantry, they're going to be in there because we don't use them as often, and so they're going to be moved today, and it'll just be the 1 coffee machine, and I'll put those up until we can move them to the walk-in pantry. And then I'm going to remove some of the items on this to clean it up a little, and it's just not going to have as much stuff. So that is that. This is a look at the paint color I was just showing you up against the drapes. This is the drapes that are going up. They are so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. It has the little bird and the floral details. It just, honestly, it reminds me of the garden, and it brings me so much joy. So you can see that's going to be so pretty up against each other. Here is the piece of art that's going on the wall. Can we talk about this? All the flowers. So I loved this piece because, one, I love the idea that I'm incorporating flowers into my garden, and a lot. And this reminds me of the Ranunculus, the daffodils, the dahlias. I just think it's gorgeous. And then that blue color, the mountains that we love to travel to. But look at how the blue sky and the drapes and the green, it's like it was made for each other. So I'm really, really excited about this going together. We're going to get started, and I'll show you the end result here shortly. Okay, so painting is going to start soon. I am running to Home Depot to go pick up the paint, and we've got the wall patched where items were hanging and furniture moved away. So this is the original color, and you'll see the new one here in just a minute. Good morning. So it is going to be such a good day because we are about to head to Home Depot and pick up the paint for the dining room, and my husband's going to start that project, and I will help in any way that he needs me. But I wanted to share 2 items that I picked up yesterday. They're on sale at the time that I'm filming this. I don't know if they'll be on sale, but even not on sale at Target, they're a really, really good price. This one is $20, and this one is not marked, so I don't know how much that one was, but I think I got them for maybe $14, something like that. So as you know, I am expanding my garden, and I'm going to have a huge flower cut garden. I'm doing dahlias, snapdragons, zinnias. I can't even think of all the flowers I'm doing. There are so many. It's going to be amazing. So I wanted some vases that I could really showcase those beautiful dinner plate dahlias. So I picked up, this is the first one. It's like I said, I think $14 or $16. But it's texturized. Don't know if you can see that, but it's not a bright white, but it's not a cream. It's like the perfect color for no matter what room you put it in, but it has a small neck, and I have been doing a lot of research. I've been watching a lot of shows, taking courses, and that smaller neck with the wide base is really what you want to go with. And so then I picked up this one that's the same brand and the same it's both threshold. I don't know why I can ever say that, but they're just 2 different sizes. But I just think, how amazing are those going to be with the long stems? I cannot wait to make those. So I wanted to share that with you. Those are new. They're going to go inside. And these flowers are like almost 2 weeks old, and they are still, except for this one, I just put this one in there, but they are still going strong. Do you want to check the flowers? Hi everybody. So we just got back from Home Depot, and we got our paint and everything that we needed, all the supplies, and we decided to run into Target to pick up items to make lunch. We did pick up something to make lunch, which is cooking right now, but I always take time to go look at the Hearth and Hand section. No surprise, we know I'm a huge fan. The clearance, oh my goodness, there were one of these, and when I saw it, my heart skipped a beat, because I am doing some big dinner plate dahlias and just large flowers with the really long stems, and I cannot wait to put those together. Look what I found. This was $30 and it was on clearance for $8.99. How stunning is this? It's got the small brim, which is perfect for styling your flowers, especially your heavier ones. So check your Target. That is gorgeous. I am so excited. So now I have the round one that's shorter, the more of that cylinder, taller, and then now I have the jumbo size. So I am set. I am thrilled. And $8.99, and it's Hearth and Hand, and it was $30. So very excited. I'm gonna go finish lunch, and then I'll come out and figure out what I need to do out here.
And it's time for me to do some garden chores. Before I do though, I do need to show you, just from the rain last night, how much look at how beautiful that is. Can you see that little cabbage in there as it's been folding up? Oh my goodness, this is my favorite bed. Absolute favorite.
Okay, so today is a really big fertilizing day for me. I do this once a month, a really big one like this one. And the first item is going to be my bone meal. And I can tell I am low, so I'm going on Amazon right now and ordering more, because I'm probably only going to get half the garden done. Okay, now I'm going to use my blood meal, which, it's funny, I have almost the exact same amount of each, so I'll definitely be able to do some of the beds. I'll order this and then I'll mark which beds I do, and next weekend I'll finish it off, or sometime this week. Okay, next on our list is alfalfa meal. And this is I like using this brand, and I have also used the Burpee, yeah, and I just ordered that off of Amazon. I'll have it all linked for you. Next on my list, worm castings. Okay, so now you can see why I put all of this in one pot, so that I'm not going around to every single plant and doing this one at a time. It works so much better. But I wanted to share, I had this question in the past, and you may have the same question, is, okay, if those have nitrogen, then why are you doing the fish emulsion, which you absolutely hate? And that's because the blood meal is a quick, fast working item, but fish emulsion is even quicker. Plants absorb it almost right away. It's perfect when something looks pale or stressed or needs a quick pick-me-up during its growth. Once I get to the flowers, I will use, only on my flowers, I'm going to mix up a little bit of this water-soluble all-purpose plant food, and then I'm going to add a little bit, this goes on with water, but then I will go back, before I put this with water tonight, after I finish this little mixture, I will go to all of my flowers and put the biotone. I'll use a little bit of that. Let me put my gloves on, and I'm going to mix this up really, really good. I used to use a tablespoon and do it, but now I really have learned, because I've done this for 2 years now, what it feels like to pick up a tablespoon, and I'll go sprinkle this on all the plants.
Okay, ooh, that sun is shining. One other task that I do before I start fertilizing is check my pH levels. So I'm going to just check this bed in a few spots. This little device is amazing, and it'll tell me I should be around 6.5 is what I'm looking for. So let's see. I try to get kind of close to the plant, because that's the soil. Oh my goodness, that is 8.7. That is way too high. 8.0, 8.6, 7.9, 8.2, 8.0. So what we're going to do before we fertilize at all, I am going to go put my soil acidifier all around these plants.
Okay, so 8.2 is, I don't know if I've ever had my beds that high. That is way too high. We need to be around 6.5 for our brassicas and cabbage. And so I have my soil acidifier right here, and we only need a teaspoon because you can burn your plants up. This is one item that you don't want to overdo. So we are going to I'm actually going to go get my garden. I have garden teaspoon and tablespoons that are strictly for the garden. I'm going to grab that, and we will go around each one of those plants first and put our soil acidifier, a teaspoon around each one. Okay, so you don't have to have a formal garden journal. You can have a regular planner. You can have I actually started out with a notebook, and I still have the notebook upstairs because I keep it for reference. I wrote everything in one notebook, but I am just writing down in today's dates box that I checked the pH in both 4x4 beds. That's going to help me next year as I'm looking at my journal to think about what I need to watch out for. I can go, oh yeah, during that week I had to check my pH level and I was really running high. Let's check it now, and that'll kind of remind me. Okay, I have my hands full. Let me move all this out of the way, and then I will put a little arrangement together. Let's see, can you see? Okay, so I went ahead and picked a zinnia only because I think it'll be such a pretty combination with that yellow, or more of an orange I should say. The yellow is almost ready, but let's take these lower stems off. Let's just kind of tuck those in there a bit. There we go, just something pretty to add a little color to the greenhouse. I think that's such a perfect addition. Okay, so that's all that we're doing in the garden today, and I won't bring you back out whenever I do my watering because I do still have to do the fish emulsion and the flower boost. But other than that, I will see you in a little bit, probably tomorrow once the paint dries and I show you the reveal of the dining room. Okay, I am so excited to share the dining room with you. It's been a couple of days and I absolutely love it. I make sure that I walk around to go to the kitchen through the dining room just so I can take it in because it looks so light and clean and fresh. I love the new look. So something as simple as paint and new lights, some new artwork just does the touch. So let me give you a quick tour. Use your imagination though, because we did order 2 more drape panels. When we had the dining room before, I had one set of drapes on each side, and then I kind of did the pull over and put it behind the hook. And with this one, it really needed that extra panel on both sides to give it that really warm and cozy feeling that I'm looking for. And one of the panels will be here today, so if it gets here in time, I'll go back and show you. If not, I can show you in about 2 weeks when the other panel gets here. Once I decided to do the 2, they completely sold out, and I was like, oh no. And then they had one, and then they've ordered more that they said it would just be some time before they had it. So we'll have it complete in about 2 weeks. But in the meantime, let me give you a quick look at the room. Okay, so here it is. I absolutely love it. It looks so light and fresh, and you can see the panels are gorgeous, but I just think by moving them over just a bit and putting the second one, it's going to really warm it up because I'm not putting any art in the center, and I think that's going to be great. Another thing that I really like that the other drapes, they had a blackout curtain behind it, and it just did not let in that light that this one is. And I love that even though there's privacy,
they're still light. Now I keep those lifted up just a little because I have two doodles that love to make sure they know what's going on outside, and that just protects my blinds, but I think that looks just fine. Again, if it comes in before I wrap this up today, I'll at least put one on so you can see what it'll look like with two, but I love that look. We decided to move the lamps to another room, and we went with the sconces, and I think that is just so pretty. It also opens this up for more entertaining with putting dishes and food, and at Thanksgiving I made this more of a dessert table, and that worked out really, really nicely. And so the art I shared earlier, but it is from Hobby Lobby, and I just love it. I love how there's that touch of blue and the browns and the creams. It just plays off perfectly with that. And I will be honest with you, I had just this sitting in the center, and it was very pretty, but it just looked like it needed something. I took a picture and I uploaded it into ChatGPT, and I said, what else could I put here without making it look cluttered, but to make it look warm? And it literally took 2 books and put a brown bowl on top of it. And I was like, that's genius, I can do that. And so I just took 2 of my Magnolia cookbooks, which means so much to me because my parents gave me those for Christmas 2 Christmases ago, I believe it was. And then I had a brown bowl and just some little pieces, and I thought that was perfect. So that is where that little bit of inspiration came in, but I love how this turned out. This is an antique piece that came from my dad's family, and when he asked if I wanted it, I said absolutely. I think it's gorgeous, and it has a light that's built in. It's one of those lights that it's like the old twist turn, because I believe he said this piece is probably about 50 years old, and it has the glass shelves inside, but it made the perfect hot tea cabinet, and I love it because we love our hot tea. So you can see I have those in the basket. And definitely something we pick up when we go to Trader Joe's, which is like 3 hours from us. But all the teas in there are from Trader Joe's. Little Nespresso pods are teacups that I like to use. But I just think that piece is so pretty. And then I just have some of the Magnolia pictures. These were gifts, and I definitely wanted to make sure those were in here. Coffee station definitely had a lot of items reduced and taken away, and I think it has a really nice clean look. Now this is my husband's coffee pot. I have mine in the kitchen, and then the 2 Nespresso machines work and are perfect, and those are going to go in our walk-in pantry. So we moved those. We have our hot tea kettle, and everything is right there. It just looks nice and streamlined. I did not think I was going to be able to find an area rug for this room because the colors were going to need to be so specific. You see how this is, it's much brighter on camera, but it's kind of like a seafoam blue, and then you've got the touch of green, the cream, that tan beige brown, the birds with a little bit darker. It almost has a little bit of gold in the fruit. So I knew it was going to be a little bit of a challenge, and I thought I was going to have to do something completely cream and no other color. But this is when the Instagram ads paid off and the Facebook ads. You know how you do searches and then all of a sudden it shows up in your feed? Well, look what showed up in my feed. Could not have been any more perfect if I had specifically had it designed. I absolutely love it. You have the gold and the cream and the green and the seafoam and the blue. I absolutely love it, and it pairs perfectly with the drapes. Absolutely perfect. So the one panel did come in, and I just wanted you to see it completes it. Absolutely. So in another vlog, I'll share with you when we get the other one, but I just think that looks fantastic.
Okay everybody, I'm so glad I got to share the dining room with you. I'm about to close up the greenhouse and get everything tucked away, but I absolutely love the way that the dining room came out, and going with the 2 drape panels looks so much nicer than just the one. I think because the previous one was so full and it was longer and wider, this one it's just going to look really, really nice with the two. So I have one more I'm waiting for. I think I have another week, but that's okay. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it, just seeing what the end result is going to be with the other one having the two. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.